It's Relax Okay, coming back to you guys with another video. We're gonna be talking about DC. What else? This is the YouTube channel Cosmic Wonder. He's gonna be going over what's the next projects for DC. So let's dive right into it, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you to WB Games for sponsoring this video. More on them in a bit. Well, Superman has officially kickstarted the new DC universe.
Great movie. 9 out of 10 is what I gave it. Go check it out.
If you have seen Superman, please go ahead and let me know your thoughts about it in the comments down below. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let us know. But regardless of how
Loved
you
it.
felt, this is the official beginning of the new DC universe. And currently, right now, as I make this video, it sits at an 82% on Rotten Tomatoes for the tomato meter and a 95% for the popcorn meter, the verified audience score. So it looks like this new universe has the momentum that it needs to continue, which begs the question, what comes next? What is the full slate for DC? Well, in this video, we'll break down all upcoming DC movies and shows so you know exactly what's coming. So Superman kicked it off. The next project that we are getting is the Peacemaker Season 2 show. This is coming out in August 2025, so next month. According to reports from Deadline, the new season will take place after the events of Superman. And if you've seen Superman, this does make sense. And Peacemaker is canon to this new DCU. And it looks like from the trailer that we've seen already for Season 2, they might be exploring the multiverse a little.
Yeah, they are. Like, he was already in Superman. Spoiler alert, he was already in the Superman movie, getting an interview about it. So yeah.
Bit, which
Definitely excited to
provides
see the
some
show.
of the sci-fi elements that we saw in Superman. Now, the next project, we're actually unsure of what comes next after Peacemaker because it could be the Lanterns TV series. It does not have
My most anticipated show of the DC studios, followed by Swamp Thing.
an official release date yet, but it is set for sometime in 2026. Now, we were just introduced to one Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, in Superman, and I gotta say he was excellent, but now we are getting two new ones, two iconic ones. We are getting Hal Jordan and John Stewart, played by Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre,
Peak actors.
respectively. The show is expected to wrap filming soon, and once they wrap filming, they'll probably have a better idea of when exactly they want to release it. So it could come before Supergirl, but it also could come after. And we'll talk about Supergirl and Batman next, but first, this video is sponsored by WB Games. And if you're
Skip through it.
the QR code cousin of Superman, and according to James Gunn, it is no longer called.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this movie might be a little bit better when it comes to. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. Right? Superman was good, but I feel like Supergirl might be a tad bit better. I don't know why I'm getting that strange feeling.
Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, but simply just Supergirl. And this is what James Gunn has told us about the movie. He said, "We see the difference between Superman, who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents from the time he's an infant, versus Supergirl, who was raised on a rock ship off of Krypton and watched everyone around her die and be killed in terrible ways for the first 14 years of her life," which is pretty intense. So that has a set release date for June 26th, 2026. Then after that, in a move that was kind of out of left field for a lot of people, James Gunn announced a Clayface movie, and this has a release date for September 11th.
This is an interesting one.
2026. DC is going fully in on a Clayface movie, one of Batman's most famous foes, in what is being described as a body horror movie. At this point in time, not much is really known about the film, but it is being written by Mike Flanagan, and director James Watkins is in talks to direct right now. Not confirmed yet, but in talks. Then after Clayface, we have Batman. Actually, two different Batman projects, the Batman 2 and the Brave and the Bold. And according to James Gunn, something he said very recently as he was doing all of the big magazine interviews for the promotion of Superman, he said that the most important things were Superman, Supergirl, Batman, and Wonder Woman moving forward. So Batman and Wonder Woman, who we'll talk about in just a bit, are very important moving forward. But the next movie is going to be the Batman 2 that currently has a release date for October 1st, 2027. This is going to be an Elseworlds project, meaning it does not take place in the new DC universe. So the new Superman movie that we got, this is not the new Batman for that universe. They introduced a lot of characters in that universe. Batman is in that universe, but it is not Robert Pattinson's Batman. We'll get a new one in The Brave and the Bold for that. This is a sequel to The Batman, and Matt Reeves has just announced that he has finished the script for it. So James Gunn is going to read that and the script for Batman the Brave and the Bold very soon, as he recently stated. And during the Superman interviews, James Gunn did clarify that despite some speculation and rumors, the Batman 2 is not canceled and in fact is going to be a very important movie. But then we have the Batman the Brave and the Bold. This movie will introduce our new Batman and our Robin. It's going to follow
Damian. I don't know how people don't like him. I like him.
Batman and his son Damian Wayne as Robin. And this will be the first time this has been done since the 1997 cult classic with George Clooney and Chris O'Donnell.
Terrible movie.
James Gunn says it's a strange father and son story about the two of them and based on Grant Morrison's run of the Batman. We haven't heard any official news about who the next Batman could be, but James Gunn did confirm that Andy Muschietti is going to be the director for the film. The movie does not
I don't know about how I feel about that one.
Not have an official release date yet, and the rest of the movies and shows that we'll talk about in this video have been confirmed by James Gunn but do not have official release dates yet. So next up is Wonder Woman. Again, James Gunn said out of the 4 characters that they're really focusing on right now, Wonder Woman is one of them, stating Superman, Supergirl, Batman, and Wonder Woman are the priorities. And for those wondering if Gal Gadot is going to return for the role, no.
Thank God.
Much like they recast Henry Cavill as Superman with David Corenswet, they will recast Wonder Woman. Not much is known about the movie right now, but again, James Gunn said it was going to be very important, and he did confirm very recently that the movie is being written right now. So they are very actively working on this, which means we could get this within a couple of years. They also are working on a Paradise Lost show. According to James Gunn, this is
I hope they go with that.
Game of Thrones-esque series about the Amazons and Wonder Woman's home, the Mascara. While James Gunn did not say much about it, he did say the story is going to feature all the darkness and drama and political intrigue you can imagine goes on within a society of only women. And it will answer the questions of how did this society of women come about? What does it mean? What are their politics like? What are their rules? Who's in charge? What are all the games they play with each other to get to the top? And in a recent interview, when asked about this, James Gunn said it's slowly moving, but it's moving. Then we have a Teen Titans movie. Now, not much is really known about this movie at the time, but per The Hollywood Reporter, the project is being written by Anna Nogueira, who is also the person who was behind the script for Supergirl.
Teen Titans, finally, man. Let's go.
So for those Teen Titans fans, we'll have to wait a little bit, but we are going to be getting a movie. We'll also be getting a Swamp Thing movie. Again, James Gunn hasn't revealed much, but we do know it's going to be an origin story. It's going to be tonally darker than the other DC projects. And we know that James Mangold is directing, and although the film will be inside the DCU, it's not going to have super strong ties to the wider DCU. So not quite an Elseworlds movie, but it's not going to really tie into the overall story of the DC universe that much. Another movie from DC Studios we're getting is The Authority, which will see Wildstorm characters join the DCU. They'll be taking matters into their own hands to do what they believe is right, per the official synopsis. This one, however, is probably a ways away, as James Gunn has said that he's put it on the back burner for now. Now, we'll also be getting an animated dynamic duo movie, and this is reportedly in pre-production right now. In this movie, we'll see 2 Robins who fought alongside Batman, Dick Grayson and Jason Todd, and they tell the two's origin stories. Not much has been said about the movie, but it's being marketed as a starting point for families trying to get into the dark world of Gotham. So you can probably expect some lighthearted animated fun. Then we have the Booster Gold series, which we did get an update on recently. James Gunn described Booster Gold as the living embodiment of imposter syndrome. And in February of this year, 2025, Peter Safran said, "We love Booster Gold. There was a particular showrunner / creator we were waiting on who expressed interest. We waited a really long time. Ultimately, he fell out of love. We pivoted. It's still one that's important to us. It's moving forward with somebody else." So Booster Gold is still happening. And apparently a Waller series is still happening as well. It was originally supposed to come out before Peacemaker Season 2. However, after the Hollywood strikes and such, they pushed it back and moved it around. However,
Makes
the
sense.
end of Peacemaker Season 1 ended, revealing that Amanda Waller had a role in Task Force X. And although there is no release date yet, the show is still in development. And last but not least, we are going to be getting 4 animated series. A Blue Beetle animated series spin-off, which will be a continuation of the 2023 live-action Blue Beetle film. The next
Love the movie. Great movie.
one is My Adventures with Green Lantern animated show. It'll follow the life of teen Jessica Cruz after a Green Lantern power ring falls from the sky and chooses her to be its new champion. However, it comes with some baggage as the Lantern War also comes to Earth as well as some of their alien enemies. The next one is DC Superpowers, an animated series that will take place at the Alliance School for Heroes, and it will focus on new students Lightning, Flash, Plastic Man, Aquagirl, Green Lantern, and Terra, who work to increase their powers and become the next generation of crime fighters. And then we have The Starfire Show, an animated series focusing on the origin story of the iconic Teen Titan. The show will follow her adventures after she finds a spaceship on her home planet of Tamaran. She will use that ship to explore the stars. And that is everything announced from DC Studios at this time. Let me know what...
So what you guys think about that? You guys excited or not excited? Green Lantern, Swamp Thing. Obviously, can't wait to see what Batman's going to look like. Who's going to be acting as Batman? So let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, dislike it. You guys dislike it. Relax, okay? He's out. Peace, y'all.